So this was back in about 2007. I was home with my cousin. It was just the two of us. We were updating our MySpace pages and IMing with our friends. And
golden days.
Yeah, it was a while back. So we were thirsty, so I decided to get up and get us some drinks. We had a refrigerator in our garage where we'd keep our drinks, and it was all the way across the other side of the house. So I leave the room and I walk to the garage, and as I'm rounding the corner to open the fridge, I see a man standing on the corner of the street, just like out of the corner of my eye. It was just a glimpse, but it looked like he was wearing a wide-brimmed hat and a trench coat. And so then I look and try to get a closer view to see if I was really seeing this, and then he was gone. So I thought nothing of it. I was like, oh, I was just seeing things. So I grabbed the drinks and I head back inside, and as I walk into the living room, the front door is wide open. So then I get a little creeped out. I was like, maybe there was someone standing on the corner.
He's in the house. Yeah. The call is coming from inside the house.
So then I hurry up and I shut the door. I go back into the room we were in, and I asked my cousin if she went out the front door. She said no. And then I was like, well, did anybody come in? She said no. And it's still just the two of us. So then I freak out and I close the door and lock it. And I tell her about what I saw and how the front door was open. So then we wait a while and kind of calm down, and my parents finally come home, and I forget about it, and I leave, go to see a movie with my friends or something. And I came back, and I started talking to my sister, and she said a little bit after she left, I didn't tell her anything about what I had saw or what happened, but she said a little after I left, she was walking down the hallway in our house, and she saw someone looking around the corner, and it looked like a man in a trench coat and a hat. And then I get real creeped out because I didn't tell her about it or anything, and she was just telling me about what happened to her when I left. And she said, so she looked to get a closer look, and he was gone, but she saw we have stairs, and there's this part halfway up the stairs we had some dresses hanging on. She said when she looked closer, those started moving, like someone had ran up the stairs. But she didn't hear anybody. Yeah. And so that really freaked me out because I didn't tell her about it. And it's like I saw the hat man, I guess, enter our home, didn't tell them, and then she saw him in the home.
Separately.
Yeah, separately.
Interconnecting.
Right. Immediate satisfaction from that one.
And the fact that they're so close together within the same time frame.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard these Hat Man stories. I don't know if I've ever heard the same, on the same day in the same house.
From different people. That's weird.
Yeah.
At the time, did you know anything about the Hat Man lore?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't realize, hear anything about it until Donnie brought it up a few months ago, and then he started talking about the lore a little bit, and that creeped me out because I had kind of dismissed it after a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people say he's a shadow figure. Some people refer to him as the Shadow Man, some the Hat Man. Yeah. But I think it's common that he wears the wide-brimmed hat. And
the trench coat.
The trench coat.
I couldn't see any features, just basically a silhouette and outline.
And this was broad daylight?
It was broad daylight.
Okay. I was going to say, I remember.
Daylight. Yeah, it was during the daylight. So it was weird because when I saw him out the corner of my eye, it was really dark. I couldn't see any features. It was just the hat, you could see his shoulders, and it kind of looked like he wasn't facing towards me. He was kind of to the side, maybe facing the front of our house.
Yeah.
He wanted in. He saw that door was open.
Yeah.
He took opportunity. He's an opportunist.
And that's another thing unique about that story is it being in broad daylight and you being awake.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because when I looked into the Hat Man, I see a lot of people say that it's a sleep paralysis again, but you weren't sleeping.